California and a member opposed will each control 5 minutes. The gentleman recognizes the gentleman from California.
In listening to the previous debate, I would certainly agree. We've made great strides in America in accessing oil and gas, so much so that we've now become almost energy independent. All to the good. All of that's happened in the last 7 to 8 years, and we're thankful for that. However, this appropriation has more money than needed. The administration has asked for about $32 million less. I'd like my colleagues to take a look at where we really do need to spend some money, and this amendment that I'm proposing deals with this. This is California's water situation today. The Great Central Valley of California is rapidly depleting its aquifers, and the water resources that are dependent, that on agriculture and communities depend upon, are rapidly depleting. This amendment would move about $11,611 to the USGS, the Geological Survey, for the purposes of studying the aquifers of California. Now, keep in mind that the state of California voters approved a $7 billion bond act, of which a good portion of that money is for underground aquifer storage. We have to have the science, we have to have the engineering to go with it, and this amendment would provide the additional money that the USGS needs in order to do the surveys and the engineering and understanding the geology of those areas where we might be able to have the aquifers replenished. That's what it's all about. This leaves plenty of money behind for the purposes that the committee has identified in the approval and the permitting of mineral and gas and oil resources. And so I see my colleague from California, who's well aware of these issues, including aquifers in the San Fernando and the Santa Ana aquifer area. So I yield and reserve the remaining of my time.
Gentleman reserves his time. Gentleman from California is recognized.
I claim time in opposition, Mr. Chairman.
Gentleman's recognized for 5 minutes.
And I don't necessarily oppose where you want to go. I just oppose the offset right now because we've, under the budget scenario that we're operating under, we obviously have cut back a lot of these agencies somewhat. But I'm sympathetic to the job that the United States Geological Survey has. As you know, in California, we probably have the most adjudicated water rights in the world. And I'll work on this in the future to see if we can't, as this process moves forward, if it's necessary, after some conversations with USGS, that they need additional resources, I'll be happy to work with the gentleman to attempt to do so. But this offset we could not accept at this time.
The gentleman reserves.
Gentleman, I reserve.
Gentleman reserves. Gentleman from California.
I thank the chairman. Certainly, the chairman understands the issues of water in California as well as anyone does, and also understands that in order for us to meet the current and certainly any future drought, we're going to have to use the aquifers, which will require the services and the knowledge and capability of the U.S. Geological Survey to fully comprehend the potential that the various aquifers have throughout the state, those in Southern California as well as the Central Valley and coastal areas. I'd be delighted working with the chairman as the process moves along and see if we might be able to find sufficient money to and address the specific needs of aquifer surveys by the USGS. So I look forward to working with the gentleman on that. Rather than taking a no vote on this and going to a vote, I heard the gentleman suggest that we could work together and quite possibly solve this problem and advance the. I withdraw my.
And I'll work with the gentleman in the future. Thank you.